Imagine this, you lose a limb, but instead of a long recovery process, your body simply starts to regenerate it, as if nothing ever happened. Fingers, arms, legs, everything grows back, perfect and fully functional. Incredible, right? But this isn't science fiction. Well, at least not for the axolotl, the ultimate master of regeneration. This little amphibian is like nature's X-Men. It can regenerate limbs, parts of its heart, and even its brain. Yes, its brain. But what if we could give humans this superpower? A bicycle accident, no problem. A complicated surgery, fixed in days. A new trend in self-improvement. Regrow whatever you want. Today, at Human X Lab, we'll explore what a world where humans can regenerate limbs, like an axolotl, might look like. From the science behind this phenomenon, to the wonders and ethical dilemmas that might arise. Get ready, because what you're about to discover could change how you see the future of our species. So, how does the axolotl do it? This adorable amphibian has a biological trick that makes it a celebrity in the scientific world. Its ability to regenerate not just simple tissues, but entire functional structures, from muscles to bones, nerves, and blood vessels. The secret lies in its stem cells. When the axolotl loses a limb, the cells near the wound revert to a younger state, as if they pressed a reset button. This process, called a differentiation, allows these cells to transform into whatever type is needed to reconstruct the lost part. Humans, on the other hand, lack this ability. Instead of regenerating, our bodies close wounds with scars, limiting the possibility of full recovery. Why? Well, one theory is that as we evolved, we prioritized quick healing to survive rather than investing time and energy into regenerating complex parts. But this is where modern science steps in, with technologies like CRISPR, which allows for DNA editing, and advances in synthetic biology. Scientists are beginning to understand how we could mimic this process in humans. In fact, key genes in the axolotl, like PAX-N, have already been identified as crucial for regeneration. Additionally, bioengineering is exploring biomaterials that could act as scaffolds to guide regeneration. Imagine combining modified human cells with advanced technology to regrow a lost arm, complete with bones, muscles, and skin. However, this process is not as simple as flipping a genetic switch. Human regeneration would involve overcoming complex challenges, from preventing infections to ensuring tissues form in the correct order and proportions. But what if we succeed? What would happen if we could unlock this hidden potential? What implications would it have for our lives, our health, and our evolution as a species? The possibilities are as fascinating as they are unpredictable. Imagine a world where humans can regenerate limbs like the axolotl. The possibilities would be extraordinary. From eliminating physical limitations caused by accidents or illnesses, to opening a new chapter in regenerative medicine. But how would this change our lives? Sports would be revolutionized. An injury that would normally end a football player's career, now it's just a temporary setback. Athletes could train beyond their limits without fear of consequences, as long as they had time to regenerate. In the workplace, dangerous industries would also be radically transformed. Working in factories, construction, or even space exploration would become much safer, knowing that any physical loss would be temporary. But it wouldn't just be about returning to normal. What if we could improve our limbs while regenerating them? Perhaps you'd decide to make your new legs longer, or give your hands additional fingers for better control. Regeneration could become a form of physical self-enhancement. And speaking of enhancements, would we change our appearance? New limbs could be inspired by the colors and features of the axolotl, marking the start of a new biological fashion trend. Iridescent skin, unique textures, or even personalized genetic decorations could become popular. Of course, there would also be funny moments. How common would trivial accidents become if you knew everything would grow back? Maybe people would lose their fear of taking risks a little more. But like any radical advancement, there would be ethical dilemmas. Who would have access to these modifications? Could someone regenerate parts of their body to commit illegal acts? Or worse, would there be a black market for regenerated limbs? Even so, we cannot ignore that regeneration could change our perception of humanity. If we can redesign and regenerate our bodies at will, what does it really mean to be human? But let's leave these questions for another time, because there's still more to explore. Welcome to a world where regeneration is not only possible, but common. Here, the ability to regenerate limbs has transformed our society in ways we never imagined. Regeneration clinics are on every corner, offering all kinds of personalized enhancements. From arms designed for extreme sports to legs optimized for running marathons without fatigue, regeneration is no longer just about recovering what's lost, but about continuously reinventing ourselves. Fashion contests have given way to creative regeneration competitions. Regeneration has become an art. Limbs with colors, textures and functions never seen in nature dazzle global audiences. In medicine, hospitals have revolutionized their approach. Permanent amputations and prosthetics are a thing of the past. But at what cost? Some people have begun to see their bodies as disposable, raising questions about our relationship with health and identity. Of course, not everything is positive. A black market has emerged to sell illegal regenerations and extreme modifications. A third arm to gain an edge at work. Or perhaps something even more monstrous. The possibilities are not always ethical. And fashion doesn't fall behind. In this world, beauty standards have completely changed. Regenerated limbs are now a status symbol, and those who can't access them are seen as outdated. But the big question remains, how would this change our perception of ourselves? In a world where regeneration makes us almost immortal, would we still be human? Or would we become something else? That, my friend, is a story for another day. We've taken a fascinating journey, from the regenerative secrets of the axolotl, to imagining a world where humans can do the same. We've questioned how science could take us beyond our biological limitations, and how that could transform not just our bodies, but also our society. But in the end, the most important question isn't can we do it, but should we do it? If we manipulate our biology in this way, what does it really mean to be human? Are we defined by our physical abilities, or is there something deeper that makes us who we are? The axolotl reminds us that nature has spent millions of years perfecting abilities we are only beginning to understand. Perhaps, as we look ahead, we should ensure our ambitions don't surpass our capacity to respect what makes us unique. Now, I leave you with this question: if you could regenerate a part of your body, what would you choose and why? Share your thoughts in the comment. We want to know what you think about this frontier between science and speculation. Thank you for joining us on this journey. At Human X Lab, we explore the fusion of species, myths, and science. Until next time.